Did you hear about the 71-year-old man who passed away in his sleep last night? His family was stunned, shocked to their core. The day before, he seemed perfectly fine, with no major health red flags, just enjoying a regular evening like always. But come morning, he never opened his eyes. What went wrong? Could it have been stopped? Here's the sobering truth. After 70, certain bedtime habits can quietly put your health in jeopardy, raising the odds of serious trouble like strokes, heart attacks, or even sudden death. The worst part? Most folks have no idea they're making these mistakes. In this video, we're digging into 5 nighttime habits you need to steer clear of if you're over 70. These are small routines that seem harmless, but can hit your health and longevity hard. Some might catch you off guard, while others could be things you've done for years without a second thought. By the time we're done, you'll have the know-how to safeguard your well-being, sleep better, and wake up each morning feeling stronger and more vibrant. Stick with me to the end, because the final habit is something nearly every senior does without realizing, and it could be putting them in real danger. Plus, you'll learn simple swaps to ensure safer, healthier sleep. Let's get started. You probably don't give much thought to how you sleep, assuming comfort is all that matters. But after 70, your sleeping position can have a surprisingly big impact on your health. The wrong posture can disrupt breathing, strain circulation, and even heighten risks of heart failure or stroke. Many seniors unknowingly sleep in ways that stress their bodies night after night. As we age, muscle tone, lung function, and blood flow naturally change. Lying in a suboptimal position for hours can restrict airways, lower oxygen levels, and press on vital blood vessels, making it harder for your body to function smoothly while you rest. This can lead to issues like snoring, sleep apnea, or even serious nighttime heart strain. Take Clarence, a 73-year-old retired firefighter with a hearty laugh and a love for late-night radio. He always slept flat on his back, thinking it was the most comfortable choice. But his partner noticed he'd occasionally stop breathing for seconds at a time, gasping suddenly. Clarence dismissed it as just getting old, but he started waking up exhausted, with headaches and foggy focus. After a doctor's visit, he learned his back sleeping habit was fueling undiagnosed sleep apnea, putting his heart under nightly stress. Sleeping on your back lets gravity pull your tongue and throat tissues backward, partially blocking your airway, a setup for sleep apnea which spikes risks for heart disease, high blood pressure, and sudden cardiac events. Even without apnea, sleeping on your right side can add pressure to your heart, studies suggest, making blood flow less efficient, especially risky for those with heart conditions, as it may lead to fluid buildup in the lungs or legs, a precursor to congestive heart failure. So, what's the best position? Experts recommend sleeping on your left side whenever possible. It boosts circulation, eases heart pumping, and aids digestion, especially for those prone to acid reflux. To stay in place, try a body pillow to prevent rolling. A slightly elevated head with a supportive pillow keeps airways open, reducing breathing disruptions. For joint pain or stiffness, a pillow between your knees can align your spine and ease lower back pressure. Switching to this position can transform your health, cutting risks of nighttime complications and helping you wake up refreshed. If this hits home, comment 1 below to let me know you're here. A cozy, toasty bedroom sounds inviting, but if you're over 70, a too warm room can quietly sabotage your health. Many seniors crank up the thermostat or pile on heavy blankets, believing it'll help them sleep better. But sleeping in an overheated space can raise your risk of heart issues, dehydration, and poor sleep quality without you even noticing. Aging bodies struggle to regulate temperature. Sweating and heat release weaken, so your body can overheat easily during sleep. This forces your heart to work harder to cool you down, stressing your cardiovascular system, especially if you have heart conditions, high blood pressure, or circulation problems. Ever woken up sweaty, restless, or short of breath in the middle of the night? That's your body fighting to manage heat. Research shows warm rooms increase dehydration risks, even if you don't feel thirsty. Mild dehydration thickens blood, raising chances of clots, heart attacks, and strokes, Meet Beatrice, a 75-year-old quilter with a knack for storytelling. She loved her warm bedroom, set at a snug 76 DHF with thick flannel blankets, thinking it kept her comfortable, but she'd toss and turn, waking up drenched and groggy. Beatrice didn't realize her toasty setup was disrupting her sleep cycle, preventing the deep, restorative rest her body craved. A cooler room helps your body naturally lower its core temperature, a key trigger for deep sleep that supports memory, immunity, and longevity. Seniors in cooler environments often wake up feeling sharper and more energized. Aim for a bedroom temperature between 60 and 67 DFF, as experts suggest. If that feels chilly, use breathable cotton blankets instead of heat-trapping synthetics. Lightweight, moisture-wicking sleepwear helps regulate temperature. Try opening a window or using a small fan to circulate air. Not only cools but also freshens the room, reducing respiratory irritants. This simple tweak can lower cardiovascular strain, deepen sleep, and banish the risks of overheating. Loving this tip? Drop a 2 in the comments. Staying hydrated is a mantra we all hear, and it's mostly true, but chugging liquids right before bed can backfire after 70. If you're waking up multiple times a night to use the bathroom, it's time to rethink your evening fluid intake. Beyond disrupted sleep, this habit can increase risks of falls, heart problems, and cognitive decline over time. Aging bladders lose efficiency, muscles weaken, kidneys keep filtering at night, and your body reacts more to even small amounts of fluid. A big glass of water, tea, or juice before bed almost guarantees midnight bathroom trips. That might seem like a minor hassle, but the stakes are higher than you think. Picture Mildred, a 72-year-old avid gardener with a sunny disposition. She'd sip a tall glass of iced tea while watching her favorite evening shows, thinking it was harmless. But she'd wake up 3 or 4 times a night, stumbling to the bathroom in the dark. One night, she nearly fell when dizziness hit as she stood, a sign of postural hypotension, a sudden blood pressure drop common in seniors. This condition, triggered by quick movements after lying down, is a leading cause of dangerous nighttime falls, which can lead to fractures, head injuries, or worse. Frequent urination, or nocturia, also wrecks your sleep cycle. Each time you flip on the light, your brain thinks it's morning, halting melatonin production and robbing you of deep sleep. Over time, poor sleep weakens immunity, raises blood pressure, and speeds cognitive decline, with studies linking frequent nighttime waking to higher dementia risks. To stay hydrated safely, shift most of your fluid intake to morning and early afternoon, tapering off by late afternoon. As you're thirsty at night, take small sips instead of gulping a full glass. Watch out for caffeine in late-day coffee or tea. It's a diuretic that boosts urine production. Also check hidden fluid sources like soups, watery fruits, or medications that cause retention. These small shifts can slash nighttime disruptions, cut fall risks, and boost overall health. Comment 3 below if you're still with me. One of the sneakiest yet riskiest bedtime habits after 70 is digging into a big meal too close to lights out. You might think it's no big deal, maybe you've enjoyed late dinners for years without trouble, but as we age, our bodies don't handle food the same way. What and when you eat before bed can seriously affect your sleep, heart health, and risk of sudden nighttime issues. In your younger days, a hefty late-night meal might not have fazed you, but now metabolism slows, digestion lags, and your body takes longer to process food. This can trigger acid reflux, choppy sleep, and spikes in blood pressure, all tied to higher odds of heart attacks and strokes while you rest. Ever jolted awake with heartburn, discomfort, or a racing pulse? Your late-night eats could be the culprit. When you eat a big meal right before bed, your body diverts energy to digestion instead of deep healing sleep. Your stomach churns out acid, intestines work overtime, and your heart rate stays elevated when it should be winding down. This sets off a cascade, keeping you in a restless, shallow sleep state and upping the risk of cardiovascular emergencies. Consider Walter, a 74-year-old jazz enthusiast who loved cooking elaborate dinners. He'd whip up a rich lasagna or juicy steak around 9 p.m., savoring every bite before heading to bed. But lying down, he'd feel a burning in his chest, sometimes coughing or feeling choked, waking in a panic. That's acid reflux at work. stomach acid creeping into the esophagus when digestion can't keep up. Chronic reflux, or GERD, can weaken throat and airway muscles, raising the risk of aspiration pneumonia, a life-threatening lung infection for seniors. Late meals can also spike blood sugar, especially risky for those with diabetes or prediabetes, causing glucose imbalances that stress your system overnight. Studies show seniors who eat late regularly face higher risks of metabolic disorders, fueling heart disease. The fix? Finish your last meal 3 to 4 hours before bed to let digestion wrap up before you lie down. If you need a bedtime snack, go for something light, a handful of almonds, a slice of apple, or a warm chamomile tea. These won't tax your system and may even promote rest. Your body's different now than it was decades ago, and this small timing tweak can slash nighttime health risks, improve sleep, and give you the rest you need. Drop a 4 in the comments if this speaks to you, and don't forget to subscribe for more. It's tempting to scroll through your phone, watch TV, or catch up on emails right before bed, but if you're over 70, this habit could be quietly harming your health. The blue light from screens and the mental stimulation they provide can disrupt your sleep and put extra strain on your body, increasing risks of heart issues, cognitive decline, and weakened immunity. As we age, our brains become more sensitive to light and stimulation, making it harder to wind down for restorative sleep. Blue light from devices like smartphones, tablets, or TVs suppresses melatonin, the hormone that signals it's time to sleep, keeping you in a state of alertness when your body should be relaxing. This delays deep sleep, leaving you restless and less refreshed. Consider Eveline, a 72-year-old retired librarian with a passion for crossword puzzles and a nightly ritual of watching news on her tablet in bed. She'd spend an hour scrolling social media or streaming shows, thinking it helped her unwind. But she'd lie awake for hours, her mind racing, and wake up groggy, with foggy memory and low energy. Eveline didn't realize her screen time was tricking her brain into staying awake, disrupting her sleep cycle and stressing her system. Poor sleep from late-night device use is linked to higher blood pressure, weakened immune response, and even faster cognitive decline, with studies showing seniors with disrupted sleep face greater risks of dementia. The mental stimulation from news, games, or emails also keeps your brain wired, raising stress hormones like cortisol, which can strain your heart overnight. Especially risky for those with cardiovascular concerns. To break this habit, aim to ditch screens at least an hour before bed. Create a calming pre-sleep routine. Read a physical book, listen to soft music, or try gentle stretching. If you must use a device, enable blue light filters or wear blue light bleaking glasses to lessen the impact. Dim your room's lighting to signal bedtime, helping your brain ease into sleep mode. Swapping screens for relaxing activities can work wonders, deepening your sleep, sharpening your mind, and protecting your heart. You'll wake up feeling clearer and more energized, ready to tackle the day. If this tip resonates, comment 5 below. And keep watching for more ways to stay healthy. We've unpacked 5 bedtime habits that might seem harmless, but can quietly jeopardize your health after 70. Eating heavy meals too late, drinking too much liquid before bed, keeping your room too warm, and sleeping in the wrong position. Each one can silently take a toll on your heart, sleep quality, and overall vitality. The great news? These risks aren't set in stone. With small tweaks to your nighttime routine, you can sleep better, lower your chances of serious health issues, and wake up each morning feeling stronger and more energized. In short, smarter bedtime choices can unlock healthier, more vibrant days. Take a moment to reflect. Which of these habits rings a bell for you? Are you waking up multiple times at night, feeling restless or overheated while you sleep? Maybe you've been sleeping on your back for years without realizing its impact. Whatever it is, awareness is your first step to change. Here's my challenge for you tonight. Zoom in on your bedtime routine. Pick just one habit to adjust and see how it transforms your sleep. Maybe you'll eat dinner earlier, lower the thermostat, or try sleeping on your left side. Even a tiny shift can make a big difference over time. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear your story. Drop a comment below and share one thing you've learned from this video and how you plan to use it in your life. Perhaps it's a new bedtime trick you're eager to try, or a habit you're ready to ditch. Your experiences inspire us, so don't hold back. If this video hit home, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and share it with someone who could benefit. Your support keeps us creating content to inform and uplift. Thanks for watching, and we can't wait to see you in the next one.